Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, jumping in with a super fun tag created by my homie out in Belgium, my bestie, my cosmic sis, Steph. But her channel name is Journal de Femme Moderne et Spirituelle Steph. So I will link her channel down below with this tag, and this is called #DoIHaveaDeck. ... ellipses. Originally, she said this tag was created for books. You know, do you have a book that has this or this or this? But she decided to adapt it with our decks, our oracle decks, tarot decks, Lenormand, Kipper, whatever kinds of decks that you have. And you're kind of like doing a little scavenger hunt, trying to find decks that fit into these categories. So she has 10 questions. I'll read the 10 questions to you, and then I'll go through them one by one. She chose multiple decks for each of the questions, but just to kind of keep this video short, I have just chosen only one deck, but I may have more than one deck for each of those categories, but for the essence of time, I have only chosen one. So here are the questions. Do I have a deck? Number 1, do I have a deck that is bicolored? So she meaning only 2 colors, like a black and white deck, or blue and black deck, or a red and green deck. You know, something that only has a couple of colors in it. Question 2, do I have a multicultural deck? And number 3, do I have a deck that's created by multiple artists? Number 4, do I have a deck without keywords, numbers, symbols, nothing? So it's just the image on the card. Do I have number 5, do I have a deck with different kinds of blue on the box? Number 6, do I have a deck for kids? And number 7, do I have a deck in double? So like 2 copies of a deck, and then why? So there needs to be some sort of story behind it. Number 8, do I have a deck that only concerns the physical body? Number 9, do I have a deck that is rare? And the final question, question number 10, do I have a deck that only has food on the cards? All right, so I thought this was a lot of fun. You know, we communicate like every night on the app Viber, and so we're always communicating, and she's like, should I I've been thinking of like doing this tag, originally it was for books, but I think I should do it for like tarot decks and oracle decks. And I was like, girl, that sounds like fun, and any excuse for me to just like whip out all my decks and make a mess is totally fine with me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the first question. Do I have a bicolored deck? So a deck that only has 2 colors in it. And well, yes, I do. It's the OK Tarot, The Simple Deck for Everyone by Adam J. Kurtz. So it's only got like pink and black, I suppose, on the deck. So I guess that means a bicolored deck. So yes, it is a pip deck. But that's the name of the deck. It's simple, it's not meant to be elaborate, but for me it reads really well, and it fits this category. It is a bicolored deck. It is pink and black. Question number 2, do I have a deck that is multicultural? Yes! The Voyager Tarot by James Wanless, PhD, and the artist is Ken Knutson. So there are images of, some images in here of people, but there's a lot of like relics and artifacts and sculptures and bits and pieces of many cultures in here. So kind of throughout, you'll see like little statues, you'll see masks, you'll see hey, you'll see Loki. You'll see all kinds of things in here. So it's definitely a multicultural deck. It's a collage deck, and like I said, it doesn't always have like people in here, but it definitely has representations of many different cultures. And by the way, this is when I only had like a few decks, like 3. I think this was like deck number 4 maybe, or maybe this was deck number 3. But yeah, I've had this for a while, and I love it. Okay, question number 3, while I drop the deck, is do I have a deck that is created by several artistes? And I do. It is the Light Gray Tarot, an inspirational tarot deck by 78 artists. And the artists are from the Light Gray Art Lab. And if you go to their website, they actually, I mean, they have gallery shows and, you know, so many talented artists. So I'm kind of hoping maybe someday they'll make their way down to San Diego. I'd love to go do like a gallery walk. So anyway, so that's the backs of our cards there. For me, it's a workhorse, and the cards are doing rather well for being used so much, but this is a workhorse deck, and I think that although it's 78 different images, it's really cohesive and it just works. It gives great readings. So yeah, this is a deck created by several different artists. All right, do I have a deck that has nothing on it, meaning no keywords, no symbols, no nada, zilch, none. No. So I do. It is the John Waterhouse Oracle deck, and it's just pictures, people, and that's the backs there. And this deck I use when I am either communicating with spirit, which I can do with any deck, but I prefer this deck. And I use it also when I lose things, and then I just kind of like look into the picture to kind of figure out where it is. Like, where did my sunglasses go? And they'll be like right on my head, and then it'll be like somebody wearing a hat, and I'm like, oh. So yes, I love the John Waterhouse Oracle, and this fulfills the category of whoop, a deck without anything extraneous on it except for the beautiful pictures. Question number 5, numero 5. Do I have a deck with lots of different kinds of blue on the box? And for that, I do. And that is the Feathered Omens Oracle by Ted Andrews. So you can tell by all the lovely blues on the box. And actually the cards are surrounded in blue as well. Well, I guess I might as well just show you the cards too, instead of just the beautiful box. Here's some of the cards. Again, blue. It's got blue on the backings, blue surrounding the image. I work a lot with like all kinds of animal energy, but lately I've been all about the bird energy. So yeah. Question number 6. Do I have a deck that is only for kids, for the kinder, for the kiddos, for the muchachos and the muchachas? Yes, I have the Creature Teacher Oracle, and this was created by Scott Alexander King. Of course, you know, I'm a big kid inside, so I get to use it too. But here are the backings. It's got that cool like snail with the world, and it is, I think, one of 2 round decks that I own. So because it's round, the images get a little cray-cray. But this to me is a sweet, fun deck, and you know, when I need a little bit of kindness, this is when I bust this deck out. And usually this is the card that pops out for me. Next question. Question number 7. Number 6, 7. Do I have a deck that is in double, and why? I do. I have 2 copies of the Astrological Oracle cards. And this is a Lo Scarabeo deck. And here is my other copy. It's kept in here and it's not even opened. It's still shrink wrapped, as you can see. So I'm going to eventually give this away in a giveaway on my channel, which is why I haven't opened it, because it's like I already have a copy. So here's my story. I mean, I don't think it's like a super exciting one, but I had done a trade with somebody a while back, and in the trade I got the astrological oracle deck. Such beautiful cards, by the way. And what was it, like several months ago in my Witch's Moon box, they included an oracle deck in the box, and it happened to be the astrological oracle cards, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But I already have the deck, so I've just kind of kept it off to the side, obviously not opening it, and I thought that it would be great to use in a giveaway. So hey, it's gonna be in a future giveaway, people. All right, going into question number 8. Do I have a deck that only concerns the body, the physical body? So Steph said that, you know, of course our decks talk about mind and spirit and body and all of this, but something that's just the body. I don't know, I had to get a little creative in my response, and I decided to go with the Antique Anatomy Tarot because it's all skeletons. That's the physical body, right? So although yes, the tarot deck, you know, could be all sorts of things, you know, what it's relating to, on the cards it physically just has the body. So I think that fulfills that category. Steph, you let me know, because I got creative. Because I was like, I was going to use one of my decks that like I created that was like, it's never going to be produced for anybody else. And it's in my athlete's tarot. And I was like, well, that's kind of the body too, because you're using your body for athletics. But I thought this one was a lot better for this question. Question number 9. Do I have a deck that is very rare? Why, yes, I do. In fact, it's my deck. It's the Wally's World. So, currently, there are only 6 prototypes in existence. You know, I have one of them, and somebody who won one of my giveaways has one. Indie Deck Review has one. Jennifer Ball has one. Vix of New Age Hipster has one. Simon of the Hermit's Cave has one. And currently the deck is getting produced. It's getting created. So pretty soon there will be 500 copies of the deck, which will get dispersed all around. But in the meantime, it's very rare, as there are only 6 copies of this deck. So yeah. P.S. If you would like to pre-order this deck, just head over to www.kittensweetsandtarot.com. And the final question number 10. Do I have a deck with food on the cards? So only food on the cards. That would be my Food Fortunes by Josh Lafayette. And actually, you know, for as goofy as this deck is, it reads surprisingly well. And it's fun, and it makes me hungry. And I have used it to figure out what I want to eat for dinner. And once in a while, I'll get something like that, like, you're having pancakes for dinner. And I'm like, cool, I'm having pancakes for dinner. So yeah, this is a really fun deck, and I'm like, oh yes, like I have a deck that is just that. I do have another deck. It's my Ice Cream Oracle, but that's just ice cream. This has all different kinds of foods. So yeah. Actually, I'm getting a little hungry now, so I'm gonna stop flipping through. Ooh. All right, so that's it, you guys. That fulfills the 10 questions of hashtag Do I Have a Deck, created by my homegirl, my best friend, my cosmic sis, Steph, out in Belgium, Journal de Femme Moderne et Spirituelle Steph. I will link her channel down below. Most of her videos are in French, but every once in a while she does do an English video or English spoken video. So the tag is in English if you are interested. I think she also did one in French if you're interested in that as well. And I had a lot of fun with this stuff. Yay! And if you're probably wondering why I just stepped out of the 90s, it's because my reunion, my 20-year reunion is coming up, and I saw this shirt in the store. I was like, oh my God, 1999, yes! And that just made me want to bust out my armband, which I also, well, I got this in like, I think the year 2000, but you know, I mean, it's close enough to 99. So literally this armband, this silver like band is, oh my God. If I got it in 2000, it's 19 years old. What? Anyway, I will catch you spiritual homies later. If you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you would like to catch a reading with moi, then just head over to www.kittensweetsandtarot.com, where, like I said, you can also pre-order the Wally's World Oracle, because once they're gone, because it is muy rare. And head over and join that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweetsandtarot, where not only will you help support me for as little as $1, it really does help what I do here, but you get a lot of freebies in the process, like free readings, you get like monthly live chats, meditations, mediumship readings, healings, crystal grids. Like, I mean, there's a lot of stuff over there, so you know, go check it out. All right, so I will catch you spiritual homies later. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you, Steph, for creating this tag. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.